Hi, this is Deacon John Wilson, Education Enrichment Director at West Angeles Church. Got a number of things to say to you tonight on many different videos. I'll see how far we get. But I need to discuss this CSU Dominguez Hills free tuition offer. And my thesis is that anyone who gets a Pell Grant anyway is going to get the same thing. They do say for SAIs of 10,000 and below, meaning that a person could make 60, 55, 60,000 a year and be eligible for free tuition. But I'll show you the article and some other things online that seem to indicate they don't say there seems to be a limit to how much they'll do up to their budgetary restraints. Everybody won't get that. But it's important that I say to you that CSU, California State Universities, there are 22 of them, are the best investment for return on investment, and you'll get a college education at a very reasonable price. And that's true, especially if you have reduced income. You got to have a really good reason to not do CSU. Now, CSUs like Dominguez Hills are the tuition has stayed pretty low. They don't have a lot of campus unique fees. So that's why they're able to make that offer much easier than another CSU. But CSU in general is going to be a much better buy. Let's look at some of these this tuition pledge at Dominguez, and we'll look at an article first, then we'll go to their website. Hold on. Here's the article from is updated too from the 25th of March for News 4. Free tuition program launched at Cal State Dominguez Hills. You can read it right here. I'll include the link to this article below. Cal State Dominguez announced Tuesday that a new initiative guaranteeing free tuition and mandatory fees for eligible students beginning in fall 2026. They're guaranteeing free tuition. They don't say who for, but that's always been true at CSU. There are a lot of students who get free tuition because of their reduced income. Getting free tuition. It does include room and board. They're not guaranteeing free room and board, though. But there's students who get room and board also covered whose incomes are low enough. The program known as the Toro Tuition Pledge will cover 4 years of tuition for first-time freshmen and 2 years for transfer students. The pledge is available to California residents for federal who qualify for federal Pell Grants or have a comparable level of financial need. I think they set the SAI at 10,000. The SAI is an index given once you file your FOFSA by the federal government. They give you that index. If you're making less than 60,000, you probably meet the indexing requirement. But I'm going to show you. I don't think they're guaranteeing you that you're going to get free tuition, but you probably would have anyway. Remember, we're only talking about the tuition. We're not talking about room and board here, which typically is going to be about 20,000 a year these days. The pledge is available. Those okay. CSU's mission. Okay, these are kind of like platitudes here. But here you go. It says the program rely on existing financial aid resources, supplemented by institutional funding. Pledge does not cover housing, parking, or textbooks. Okay, so that's the article from the NBC. There's a video in here too, I suppose, or is it? Let me see. Not a video here. Wow. Okay. But now I want you to look at something else. Go to their website, to the Toro Pledge. You can read all about it. I'll include this link below too. But at the very bottom, the last Q&A, are there any situations which will cause the pledge to no longer be in effect? Well, we need to look at that, right? The Toro's tuition pledge is based on state and federal aid continuing to be offered at the same levels. And, they're constantly looking at the university grants and the Cal grant in Sacramento. If that changes, you don't get it. CSUDH will not guarantee students pay no tuition if government financial aid programs are significantly reduced or eliminated. There you go. We're talking state here. I think federal's the budget's already been voted on. Now look at this very last sentence. This is where you got to be worried if you're sitting there at 10,000 SAI or right below it. Additionally, the university may, at its discretion, choose to stop offering the Toro tuition pledge to new incoming classes for budgetary or other reasons. See, when they run out of money, they're going to stop, and they're not telling you where the cap is. I guess it's an advantage if students want to go to Dominguez Hills, you should get your deposit to go there in quickly so you can get in on this pledge. But if you wait and other students get in front of you, they could say, oh, well, we're out of money. Now, remember, at SAI index of 4,000 and below, you're pretty much covered 90% for college. So we're talking about people in that 4,000 to 10,000 range. Now, if you need help getting your SAI, you can get a hold of me. I can show you how to find it. It's right there. And if you log in your student side, you can look at it. Also, the student's email they got when it was submitted has the SAI on it. Get a hold of them if you really want to know more about that, okay? Again, in the description block, you'll see the article link. You'll see the link to the Dominguez Hills website concerning the Toro Pledge. Toro, that's their nickname, and how it actually works. But at any CSU, if your income is reduced, 45 to 50,000 years or less, that CSU is going to be affordable, and you're also going to get coverage for your housing too. So people who are above 5,000 or so, your housing wouldn't have been covered, I suppose. And you probably had a little tuition you might have owed. They're saying they're just going to pay that off. So it's nothing unusual. Just want to make sure you know how it works. God bless you. Thank you very much. Remember, if you think these are good videos, why don't you click like and subscribe to improve the reach of our videos and get yourself a notification whenever I do drop videos. God bless you. Thank you very much.